Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are San Diego.
Chase Headley, all smiles, his grand master yesterday, a grand slam to lead the victory for the Padres. 19 RBIs in 8 September games. And Carlos Beltran, 29 homers this year to lead these National League St. Louis Cardinals. And there's the wild card standings, the Reds and Cardinals, with the Cardinals in position for one of those wild card spots, a game and a half in front of the Los Angeles Dodgers in the wild card race. And the Dodgers and Cardinals know well how important that could be as we welcome you to this opening game of the 3-game series. Petco Park, the Padres entertaining the St. Louis Cardinals, who, as a wild card team last year, went all the way to the finish line and beat Texas in 7 to capture that World Series ring.
It's just about getting in, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what your record is prior to the playoffs. You make it by one game, you get in, everything can start clicking like it did for the Redbirds last year, and it was a very exciting World Series for them.
Talk about clicking. How about the Padres here at home? They've made this Petco Park a home field advantage. They're 18-6 in the last 24 and have taken 7 out of the last 8 home series.
I think it boils right down to good old-fashioned baseball, and the Padres need to make Petco Park the house of horrors for visiting teams. This is a big series for these Cardinals. They're not going to take these Padres lightly in this series.
Well, Chase Headley, what can you say? All of the superlatives for the way he's been hitting the ball. 4 more RBIs yesterday. Leads the National League with 102 runs batted in.
And a big key for the third baseman of the Padres, Chase Headley, is to have them get on the board first. Hitters in front of him, Denorfia, Forsythe, to put some pressure on Jaime Garcia tonight and drive in those runs, even if it's one run. First or second inning, to get on that board early and help the Padres beat these Redbirds.
Well, Headley's the valedictorian. He's top the league in RBIs and on his way to winning a Silver Slugger at third base. Eric Stultz, how good has he been? In August, he was 4-0.
Yeah, last 3 starts, undefeated. The ERA below .50 at .47. And these Cardinals, who are darn good hitting baseball team, he's holding opponents to .221, so it'll be a good test for Eric Stultz. Last time out, he did an outstanding job working both sides of the plate, and he has just been a shot in the arm, no pun intended, the left arm, for the rotation of these San Diego Padres.
Well, he ties into your instructional today. He'll pitch inside, and he'll spin up that 67-mile-an-hour curveball as well. Well, the Padres have a bill to pay here against the Reds. St. Louis took all 3 in their earlier meeting in St. Louis. go. Chase Headley and the Padres ready to go against the St. Louis Cardinals on a Monday night. Pleased you've joined us here in downtown San Diego. Padres with a winning home record, 35-34 on the year. Mike Matheny, the youngest of the active managers. He's just 41 years of age, former outstanding catcher. Here's his lineup. Look at the 300 batting averages sprinkled throughout. John Jay has the best batting average of any leadoff man in the majors. Then Beltran, home run hitter. Holiday the same. Alan Craig is having a big year, 306. Yadier Molina, always good, but this is the best ever for Molina. David Freese a tick under 300. Then Descalzo and Cosma just called up. And Jaime Garcia, not a bad hitter himself. Eric Stoltz, Argos, Indiana.
Yeah, last time out, 6 solid innings. He surrendered more hits than innings pitched at 7, but only 1 run, Dick. It was an earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And putting the ball in play, letting the infielders work. The ground ball is a big key for Eric Stoltz.
Last time out against the Dodgers on Tuesday night against Clayton Kershaw. And he survived the test of Kershaw, and the Padres won that game in 11 innings, 6-3. Underway, first pitch strike called by James Hoy. Hoy with a mask tonight with Jim Joyce, Mike DeMuro, and Jim Reynolds on the bases. Out of play, Jay hitting .352 in the leadoff spot. That's the best of any major league leadoff hitter. And since August 6th, Jay torrid .391. And he's been hit 7 times, so he crowds the plate. Off speed change, and it's 1-2. Stoltz, 32 years of age, first time he's ever faced the Cardinals. Slap foul, and it remains 1-2.
Well, a big key, obviously, to keep John Jay off the base paths. Dick, you mentioned how hot he's been since August, John Jay. So when he gets on base, more stolen bases for the Redbird center fielder as well. Nice on base percentage of .398.
You bet. He's doesn't qualify for the batting race. He hasn't enough at bats on the DL for a while in midseason. 2-2. Beltran and then Holiday to follow here in the top of the first inning. Just missed with a fastball. Stoltz wanted that one.
Good downward plane. Looked like it was off the plate just a little bit. Gives you an idea of the strike zone that John Jay knows. Lays off that pitch.
To the second baseman, Forsythe. And there's one away. And that brings us to the Padres defense, brought to you by Mazda. Here's how they're aligned tonight. Quentin, Maben, Denorfia left to right in the outfield. Headley and Alonso at the corners, with Cabrera, Forsythe covering the double play action up the middle. Yasmani Grandal behind the plate. And Eric Stoltz on the mound. Carlos Beltran homered in the extra inning win for the Cardinals yesterday. That snapped a 3-game losing streak. It was his first homer in a month. Has 29 for the year. Had a torrid first half of the season, Beltran. Hit for 20 home runs and 65 RBIs before the All-Star game, but just 9 home runs, 22 runs batted in since. Switch hitter. They have the shift on, and the count goes 2-1.
So you'll probably see that Eric Stoltz, maybe the slider, soft breaking ball down and in. You got 3 infielders on the left side. That would induce a grounder.
Out in front of the plate. That's a real tough play. Stoltz pounces on it and throws him out. Good play by the pitcher. And here's our Lexus keys to the game, Mark.
Well, the first one is clip the cards. You know, when you clip a bird's wings, they can't fly, they can't get off the ground. Keep them grounded. These Redbirds, who are #1 of the National League with a .274 batting average. And 10th Avenue freeze out. Going a little Bruce Springsteen with you. 10th Avenue just on the right field side, and David Freese. Keep him quiet, along with a lot of these Redbirds in the lineup, because they can do some damage.
They have indeed. You said they're the best hitting team in the National League at .274. Their lineup tonight is hitting .293. The 8 starters. Holiday, always trouble for the Padres. Hitting .302, leads the team in RBIs with 94.
David Freese in the dugout waiting his turn, hitting 6th tonight.
Didn't play yesterday, has a mild ankle sprain. 1-1. Lifetime .296 hitter against Padre pitching, and lest we announce 17 home runs. Bird's eye view from the manager's position on the corner. 2-2.
If he can locate that changeup, we saw Andrew Warner do that. Both sides of the plate with the changeup. That one down and away to Holiday.
Getting the call on the edge. To the second baseman. Nice hop for Forsythe. A 1-2-3 inning and a good start for Stoltz. All 3 outs on ground balls. It's the first of 3 tomorrow night, 6 o'clock for Padres Live. Adam Wainwright, who shut out the Padres 4-0 in St. Louis earlier this year against Eddie Volquez, as we look at the San Diego Padres starting lineup, brought to you by Toyota, your San Diego County Toyota dealers. Denorfia, Forsythe, then Headley and Quinton, with Yasmani Grandal hitting 5th, Yonder Alonso 6th, May Benaz on a good tear of late 7th, Cabrera hits 8th, and the pitcher Stoltz, who has a lifetime .261 average, batting 9th. Against Jaime Garcia, Mexican-born, grew up in Mission, Texas. Was a long shot, 22nd round pick of the Cardinals 7 years ago, the 680th player taken, but he has proven to be a solid big leaguer.
Yeah, the one thing that really sticks out, eye-popping number, opponent's batting average at 300. A 4-pitch pitcher, Garcia, fastball, change, slider, and a curve. Not a hard thrower, Dick. Maybe 90, at times maybe 91 on the fastball.
Denorfia takes ball 1. A different pitcher on the road than at home at Busch Stadium is Garcia. 2-2 at home with a 2.63 ERA, strike 1-1. But away from home, his ERA balloons to 5.80, and he's 2 wins, 4 losses. Shot to second, well handled by Descalso. Denorfia hits it hard, but right to the glove of the second baseman. Here's the Cardinals defense tonight, with Craig in left, Holiday in left, Jay in center, and Beltran in right. Freeze and Craig at the corners, Cosma and Descalso up the middle. Rafael Furcal on the DL, so Cosma called up to play short. He has a good glove, and Molina behind the plate. Forsythe at 283. Last 23 games, his average .341. The more you see, the more you like.
Absolutely, no question about that. And I think with more at bats, he's just going to get better and better.
Out of play, 1-1. He's got a quick trigger.
Very comfortable at the plate, very confident on the field, both defensively and offensively. And also, you know, you think of Logan Forsythe hitting in front of Chase Headley. He should get some good pitches to hit. He's in a good spot in the lineup.
Yeah, the ripple effect from the cleanup hitter Quentin helps out Headley. Headley's great August, September, helps out Forsythe. Forsythe hits better. That helps out the leadoff man. Right center field. That's up the gap. How far will Forsythe go? He's on his way. Design on 3. Here he comes. And Forsythe with a 1-out triple. That's the way to get it started. Going the opposite way against Garcia.
What a great approach. Lefty Garcia tries to go down and away, and Forsythe just drives it that way. Going towards his picture on the big screen. And always one to hustle. Doesn't even break stride. Dick, you're right. Right out of the box. I think he had triple on his mind the whole way.
Third 3-base hit of the season for Forsythe, and Headley with a chance for another RBI. Infield draws halfway. Takes it inside. Headley leading the National League. I'm going to repeat that because it just reverberates around here. You wouldn't have thought we'd be saying this in September. Leads the National League with 102 RBIs. Pick up a base hit here, or a good fly ball, and it'll be 103. And here's his final swing yesterday. No doubt you heard the sound and you knew that was a grand slam. Third career slam, 2 this year. 8-2 win for the Padres to close out the Arizona series. And 3-0. So they work him more delicately, and that might mean another base runner for Quentin.
Also, Chase Headley has to be patient. You look at the numbers before the All-Star break, and since, wow.
125-point average higher. And he doesn't see a strike. First and third for the Padres. And here's Carlos Quentin. Here's the reverse of that formula. Headley gets on base. That gives Quentin more of a chance to drive in runs. Home run yesterday and a big double for Quentin, whose last 39 hits, he plays big ball. 22 of the 39 hits for extra bases. And against left-handed pitching, a sweet .333 average this year. Infield will pull back, look for a double play. Ooh, good stop by Molina. Saved a run. That ball bounced well in front of home plate.
You know, Dick, we mentioned before the game that the Cardinals, you know, they're still in the race, right? They're looking for the wild card. And this is a huge outing for Jaime Garcia. Why? Because his numbers are terrible on the road, but yet his next 4 starts are also on the road. So this is a big outing for him and the Cardinals.
Just 25 years of age. Oh, 6 straight out of the zone, and so Molina will go out and talk with his young pitcher. It's a warm night here this September 10th. Temperature 76 degrees. Mild wind out of the usual western position.
Yeah, there's some humidity in the air tonight. It's a little thick out there.
The ball may not carry.
You can see Garcia glistening with perspiration. Not going to be hard to work up a sweat tonight.
Yeah, you were lathered up just coming from the instructional.
Believe that. I had to go take a shower before the pregame.
In racing terms, you were a bit washy.
Is that what the racing terms are? Yeah.
First and third, 2-0 coming up to Quentin. And he takes a strike. Garcia didn't give in. No fastball. Threw him a change. Action pitch early. 2-1 with runners at the corners. 1 out here in the first. And another skipper, and that'll move the runner to second base. Headley alertly sees the ball free, takes the extra base on the wild pitch, and the count goes 3-1.
Well, Garcia having difficulty. Hey, any help you can get from anybody. Carlos Quentin's all over it. He says, hey, How about a free 90 feet for you? Molina had a tough time picking that one up in the dirt.
Big wild pitch eliminates the double play ball. So second and third with one out for the Padres, trying to get on the board early. You all know what that means. We've been crowing about that all year. Take the early lead. Inside, ball 4. So a triple and a couple of walks. And the Padres are over every pillow here with one out in the first. A chance to really strike with something big. Yasmani Grandal, the hitter.
Boy, the body language of Jaime Garcia, just the uncertainty. Going back of the mound, kind of looking around, going to the rosin bag.
And here's a time for a patient at bat for Grandal. Garcia's only thrown 1 strike in the last 9 pitches. And he looked a bit away from the zone, but a strike call.
And I've always been a firm believer in this situation. 0-1 is okay. That wasn't Grandal's pitch. You'd rather have him take it for a strike than hit that ball weakly on the ground and turn a double play.
Another changeup, 0-2. Forsythe, Headley, and Quentin aboard. Big chance for the Padres early. Alonso on deck. Struck him out. Boy, that was a tough at bat. Took a couple of strikes and then a weak wave by Grandal.
Well, it all started with a dot in the outside corner. That was a legitimate strike. There's the changeup, the high pitch, and then puts him away. A little slider down and in. Not a good swing. He's got to protect there. Out of the hand looks like a strike. That's a good 2-strike pitch from Garcia.
So 2 outs with the bases full for Bud Black's team. Yonder Alonso, the hitter. Good eye, Alonso. Last 9 games, he's been in a slump. 3 for 28. Yonder. Be a good time to break out. He was 2 for 3 against Garcia in their meeting in St. Louis. '89.
Well, sneaky fastball with a little bit of movement on it. You talk about having a guy on the ropes.
Ooh, another good stop by Molina. Now the pressure on Garcia to throw a strike. 2-1 the count.
Well, there's a reason why Molina has that gold patch on his chest protector and that gold label on that glove. Blocking balls like that. You see the Rawlings gold glove label on his chest protector.
And now Garcia a pitch away from getting out of this jam. 2-2 with the bases loaded. After a hard ground out to Northview to second base, a triple by Forsythe to right center, walks to Headley and Quentin. Grandal strikes out. And now 2-2 coming up to Yonder Alonso. Struck him out. Well, that's good pitching by Jaime Garcia, who was struggling. Bases loaded, 1 out, and strikes out Grandal and Alonso. No damage done. The Padres leave 3.
scoreless. And Padres took some time today to welcome some of their draft picks. In fact, pitchers Zach Eflin, Max Fried, and Walker Weichel were all here to throw out the first pitch before the game. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed youngsters excited about wearing their jerseys as they got ready. Here's the shot of them throwing the first pitch. We'll have that video coming up, and they were very excited. You can see they're still here at the game. And one of the things that Mac Fried said, Dick Enberg, was that the biggest adjustment has been being away from home.
Well, that's tough for everyone. You know, all sports, even the kids that go to college, and they're college-age freshmen, those three. As first pitch to Alan Craig. Flies out to center field. Good-looking young kids, though, aren't they?
Yeah. What do you mean I got to do my own laundry? What's a laundry machine? What's a washing machine? Yeah, good for them.
Those are the arms of the future.
By the way, all three of them fell behind 1-0. Just to let you know, on the first pitch.
They're not good lobbing up that ceremonial first pitch.
They got to get it up there to 90-92. Then they got the good control.
Yadier Molina takes ball one. What a season for this veteran catcher, hitting .321. That's fourth best in the National League. 18 home runs. He's matched his career high with 65 runs batted in.
A huge gap in left center for Molina.
And he's thrown in 11 stolen bases for Molina.
He
runs like
spots.
a freight train.
Yeah.
That's a high for any catcher in baseball. 2-1. He's also the fifth best hitter in the National League against left-handed pitching. Loves the southpaws, hitting .375.
Well, I think one of the reasons, Dick, is because he likes to go the opposite way. That last foul ball was that way. He stays inside the ball nicely, drives it to right center field.
And he's selected, takes this strike, 3-2. They're the highest batting averages by catcher. Carlos Ruiz having a super year, although he's been on the injured shelf for a while. Buster Posey, Molina. There's some good-looking catchers here as hitters. And the Padres feel they have one, too. Yasmani Grandal.
Yeah, it's quite an athlete. Quite a special gig back there behind home plate. So much on their plate. No pun intended, but you got to take care of the pitching staff. You got to swing that bat. You got to block balls in the dirt. And to put up those kind of numbers is very impressive.
Oh, he pitches inside, but doesn't get the call. Look at Stoltz. He's got the tight-lipped return of the ball. He thought he had him struck out. First walk of the game. First base runner for the Cardinals. With one out, David Freese, World Series most valuable player, former Padre. His .299 average is 10th best in the National League. Inside ball. Solid on the road. .307 away from home is Freese's average. That's in the top 10 National League. That one catches the inside corner.
And we talked about that in our instructional on the pregame show. Trust your fastball. You don't have to throw 98. You can throw 88, 89 and still be effective on the inside part of the plate.
Infield looking for two. Forsythe squeezed over toward the bag. Big hole right side. Over but low.
And there's that hole you're talking about, Dick, right there to the right side. And I mentioned that, you know, like Molina, Freese, the same type of hitter. He likes to take the ball that way. That's why you see that Maben is playing on the first base side of second base in center field. Nice. That's a big league pitch. Getting on top of it. Downward plane. Inside corner, knee high.
Weichel and Eflin, two of those young arms. Pulled through the hole left side. Cardinals have their first hit, bobbled by Quinton, so that allows both runners to move up. And the Cardinals have men at second and third on a single by Freeze, and the error in left field by Quinton.
Well, this ball was pitched down and in, sharply hit to the left side. Now, Carlos Quentin, remember, he was nursing that knee of his. I'm not saying that that's one of the problems here, but he goes to his right, can't come up with it cleanly. And then that's when the runners, David Freeze and Yadier Molina, once they saw daylight, bang, they're off to the next base. That's good heads-up base running by the Cardinal runners.
So instead of first and second, it's second and third for Daniel Descalzo, the second baseman. Handles the bat well. Not many left-handed bats in the lineup tonight for Mike Matheny because of the success of Stoltz against left-handed hitters. They're getting only a 138 average from his offerings this year. There's that slow curveball. 2-0.
You see, he didn't even try to get out of the way on that one. He kind of just
hoped he might
stood right in there. And if that ball were to hit him, I would like to see maybe one of the umpires, make the call. No. You got to try to get out of the way of that.
Foul back. Time now for the Farmers Insurance Report Card. Eric Stoltz, the topic tonight. Since August 6th, so a little more than a month. Top ERAs. How about Chris Medlin, Atlanta, and Stoltz second to him, just ahead of Gio Gonzalez of the Nationals.
He's made some big pitches. He needs one here.
Pulled down into the bullpen. That's going to be away from Alonso. So 2-2. So Jaime Garcia pitched his way out of trouble. Bases loaded, one out in the first inning, striking out Grandal and Alonso. And here's a strikeout spot for Stoltz.
Hey, Padre fan, Redbird fan, it doesn't matter as long as they go home happy. And Ozzie Smith. Oh no, that's not Ozzie. Nice two-handed.
Hands like Ozzie.
Yeah, exactly. Nice two-handed grab by that Redbird fan.
2-2. Pulled Alonso. He's going to come to the plate, and they've got to play. And out is Molina, and they make the quick out, so that keeps the runner at first base unable to advance. Well done by Alonso. He doesn't hesitate. He's a strong arm from that right side, and that denies the run as Molina thrown out 3-2.
I think that's the big key, Dick. He made the immediate decision to go to home plate. Molina just throws up the white flag. Now Grandal, the point I wanted to make after this play, and everything was set after this out. Look at Grandal's away from home plate. Guess who went to back up? Eric Stoltz. He was at home plate. Got to have somebody there.
I'm a little surprised that Molina didn't at least try to head back to third, give his runner at first a chance to make it to second. But
good point.
He just pulled up and gave himself away. So 2 outs to Pete Kozma. Has had only 7 at-bats, 2 hits and 7 at-bats since being called up. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Kozma hitting around 240, 250 at Memphis, the minor league AAA team of the Cardinals. One and one. First and third, 2 outs here in the Birds' second inning. St. Louis struggling a bit here in September. They've lost 7 of their last 11. They were able to avoid being swept yesterday by Milwaukee, winning in extra innings.
Well, 2 good baseball guys right there. Mike Matheny, the skipper, and Mike Aldretti, one of the hitting coaches for the Cardinals.
Oh, that ball's hit well. Quentin going back. He can't get there. That ball's against the boards. They better hurry or this will score 2. And Quentin can't get the relay in. And on his way to third is Kozma. And young Pete Kozma has given the Cardinals a 2-0 lead. And Kozma has his first major league RBIs.
It looked like a fastball. He turned on it nicely. The first pitch of the at-bat was a changeup. Second pitch of the at-bat off speed, and that one, he turned on it. And talking to the Cardinal broadcasters before the game, they said, you know what, he's got a little bit more pop than you think.
And the Cardinal fans here liked what they saw as Kozma gives the Cardinals an early 2-0 lead. Brings up the pitcher Garcia, and you can't relax here. He's got 8 hits and 30 at bats. Ball 1. Good hack. 1-1. So the walk to Molina with 1 out pays off. He's thrown out on the fielder's choice at the place, but the man who replaced him comes all the way around to score. Descalso on the triple by Kozma. Change up. 1-2.
Only 25 pitches for Eric Stoltz this inning. That's a workout.
Struck him out. Innings over. Damage done. Kozma, a 2-run triple. 2 hits for the Cardinals. They leave a man at third. It's 2-0 St. Louis.
Baseball brought to you by AT&T, the largest 4G network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Petco, where the healthy pets go.
Out on Point Loma, the monument celebrating the Portuguese explorer Cabrillo, who founded this marvelous spot. He had excellent taste. That's a great site. It's a nice little hike
sure
up there,
is.
and you see some of the fortresses there, World War II, some of the batteries, the old lighthouse. It's a nice Saturday morning. 2-0 St. Louis. Maben, Cabrera, Stoltz to bat in the second inning. Chopped to third, foul. Maben at 240, but hitting .394 in the last 19 games. Going to correct ourselves, checking on Pete Kozma, the shortstop who just delivered the 2-run triple. He came up for a cup of coffee last year with the Cardinals and had 1 RBI. Those are not his first RBIs tonight. Had 1 last season. That's in there. 0-2. That was a big escape by Garcia in the first inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Striking out Rondal and Alonso. Pulled to the left side, deep in the hole. Kozma, he throws it away. Maben has to be careful. The ball bounds back to the first baseman. And Maben, alerted by Dave Roberts, did the U-turn to the right, and it's ruled an infield hit.
Two hopper. And you know that's the right play because Cameron Maven's got the good speed. If Cosma sets that back foot, I really don't think that's even close. He kind of showed off his arm a little bit. It was offline. It looked like he got a lot behind it though on that throw, just off line.
Got to educate those fans in the first row. You can that could be your ball.
Absolutely,
get it. And
sure.
then Maven's on second base.
Keep that in mind.
Cabrera, the hitter. Evers had a rash of bunt singles in the last week or so. Almost every game he's bunted and been very successful, dropping bunts up the third base line and dragging to the right side. In this case, it would be a push bunt to the right side. Respecting that talent, Freese is a step behind the bag at third. Maven a threat, 25 steals. Padres second best in the majors in stolen bases.
And you always have to be aware of Molina throwing behind the runner. That's why you can't be really aggressive on your secondary leads.
Line drive, base hit. Cabrera rifles one to left. Maven turns and holds as Holiday gets it in. So a couple of hits to lead off the second for the Padres. They try to come right back.
No, it's just a shame that the Padres didn't at least get one run in that bottom half of the first inning. Well, it's back to work here in the second. Good hack by Everett Cabrera. He was all over that.
That sets up the sacrifice bunt for Stultz, who has 7 hits and 20 at bats. A .350 average as a Padre. Craig edges in from first base. Holding his ground at third is Freese. So obviously that's where Stultz wants to bunt the ball at that third baseman.
Draw him in. The force plays at third base or at any base, but ideally down the third base line here.
One ball and one strike. Only one other NL West team in action tonight, or one other game. The Giants are at Colorado. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning at Coors Field, and the Rockies lead the Giants 4-2. Giants with a 5.5 game lead atop the NL West over the Dodgers starting tonight. Well, that's not good enough. That's going to be a double play. 2, 5, 4. So the Padres a bit wasteful here. A couple big chances. Bases loaded, 1 out, can't score. A couple of strikeouts, and now Stultz bunts into a double play.
Yadier Molina on that like a cat. Freese realizes the play. The pitcher is running, doesn't have blazing speed. Plenty of time to get that pill from Molina and fire a strike across the diamond.
Little things that keep you up around first place. The Cardinals so far in this game. Well, big at bat for Denorfia. Can he make amends? Try to get that runner in. Cabrera from second base. Up the middle, base hit. Denorfia delivers. Cabrera around third. He scores. It's 2-1. That's the way to do it. That's called picking up your teammates. 33rd RBI of the season for Chris Denorfia.
Well, getting it done early. Looked like an off-speed pitch. They know. The Padre hitters know that Garcia likes to throw the changeup. The runner in scoring position there. It's the top of the order. And we all know that Denorfia loves to hit the fastball, but he stayed back nicely on that off-speed changeup.
Nice hitting streak going for Denorfia. 11 in a row now. Second best active to Zimmerman of Washington. Denorfia with 10 steals, a chance to perhaps move up into scoring position for Logan Forsythe, who tripled to right center. His first time, takes a strike. And that's good to get at least one back. There again, Stultz has to be pounding his head against the wall. Not that that does any good. If he sacrifices successfully, the game's tied. You know, they say that if you bang your head against the wall for an hour,
I've done that.
you only burn 150 calories.
Really?
So
Wow.
it's really not worth it, I guess.
Well, I've got a long way to go to lose 20 pounds then.
And you'll destroy your whole home. There wouldn't be a wall that's safe in the entire abode. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Garcia does not have one of the best moves, being a left-handed pitcher. So, like I said earlier, though, you know, he doesn't really have to have that great of a move with Molina behind the plate. Got to be aware of him throwing behind the runners, especially Denorfia here in this situation.
2-1, the Cardinals lead. We're in the last of the 2nd inning. Forsythe hitting .371 against lefties this year. That does not include the triple first time up. That ball drilled to center field. That's going to chase Jay back, and he can't get it. Denorfia streaking around third. Here he comes to the plate. He scores. It's tied at 2 as Forsythe delivers again. A double and a triple for Logan Forsythe in the first 2 innings.
This kid's awesome. That ball looked like it was going to get in on him a little bit. He gets his hands through so quickly. Gets the fat part of the bat on the ball. Jay's got no chance. And just like that, already tonight, 2 at-bats and 5 bases for Logan Forsythe.
So the game tied at 2, and Chase Headley, the hottest of the Padre hitters, he walked the first time up. Another RBI opportunity. Fastball tailing away. Carlos Quentin moves into the on-deck circle. So the double play on the bunt by Stoltz. It's a mark of this Padre team. They come back with 2 outs and get an RBI single to Denorfia, and Forsythe with the RBI double. Chop down the third base side. Garcia, the throw in time. The inning comes to an end, but the Padres get 2 runs on 4 hits. And lead 1. We've completed 2 at Petco. Redbirds 2, the Padres 2. Five hits for the Padres, 2 runs, 2 hits for the visiting Cardinals. First of 3 tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Adam Wainwright against Edinson Volquez, and then Wednesday afternoon, 2:30 for Padres Live, 3:30 game. It'll be Kyle Loesch against Clayton Richard. Loesch is 14-2 this year. Then an off day, and the Rockies come in on the weekend, and that'll include Saturday night, Jerry Coleman night.
Well, a great week of baseball all the way around, huh?
You bet. Swing and a miss. John Jay grounded to second base his first time. There you see highest batting average since August 6th. I think that's August 6th. A little cut off there. Oh, a tough out, this center fielder. Beltran and Holiday to follow. Got him. Eric Stoltz has logged his second strikeout. And we mentioned Jerry Coleman Day presented by Scripps Health. That's coming up on Saturday, 5:35. Join the Padres in celebrating the legendary military, baseball, and broadcasting career of the Colonel, Jerry Coleman. Be in your seat 30 minutes before the game. Pre-game ceremony going to be very emotional. The unveiling of the statue and the comments from the Colonel himself before the Padres take on the Rockies. You're going to be able to hang a star on that night now, folks. Coming up Saturday at 5:35. Get your tickets at Padres.com. 619-795-5555. Beltran falls behind 2 strikes. He grounded a little soft ground ball up the third baseline, and Stoltz had a good play to throw him out first time. Misses inside. Well, it's almost as if Stoltz watched the instructional, the way the Stoltz is pitching inside to these right-handed hitters. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts. Changeup fools Beltran. 3 strikeouts for Stoltz. Time for the Sequan Casino Day Cage, and highlight of the game as Stoltz logs his 3rd strikeout.
Both sides of the plate with the fastball. Remember, he pitched in and he backed him off a little bit, and then he goes with the combio. That's the change, down and away, and Beltran is back to the dugout.
Matt Holliday bounced to second his first time.
Here's a future big leaguer reading up on his Padres.
Yeah, big article in the program about Jerry Coleman. In fact, he's the cover photo on the magazine, the giveaway. The Rockies got 2 more in the bottom of the 6th inning and lead San Francisco 6-2. Colorado playing tough ball, as the Padres could attest. And the young kids are playing very well for the Rockies. There's that big sweeping clear. They hadn't been able to really drop it into the strike zone tonight. But it gives the hitter something to think about.
Make that fastball look a little harder, huh? Great pitch.
2-2 the count.
Mark Sweeney, after seeing that big lollipop curveball, does that make you want to grab a bat maybe?
I don't know about grab a bat, but it definitely makes a difference. And he's going to have to throw that for a strike. But you can see they're trying to guess with Eric Stoltz. And when you get in a position like that as a hitter, it definitely makes a difference.
Yeah, how about that last pitch there? Fastball in, and Holiday did not take a good hack at all. And that soft breaking ball sets up that fastball inside.
2-2 to Holiday. Way outside. Cleanup hitter Alan Craig on deck. Bad news for the Cardinals and their fans. Lance Berkman went back to Houston today to have that right knee examined, and he's going to need surgery, so he's out for the rest of the year. And that may be the rest of his career at his age. Hope not. A great player. They're without Rafael Furcal. So no one's really escaped the wrath of the injury this year. Perhaps Cincinnati's pitching staff has been the most fortunate to have same pitchers throw game after game after game in their rotation.
Well, Chris Carpenter threw a simulated game today for the Cardinals here at Petco, and he's going to be back in action soon.
Watch out. Low liner skimming into the crowd.
It's earlier today out here at Petco Park, a little simulated game for the right-hander. Boy, when he's healthy, man, that's.
Oh, look at that stuff.
Yeah.
Ground ball through the right side. Holiday just good hitting, going with the pitch. Has his first hit. 2-out single brings up Alan Craig.
You know, guys, you showed that video of Chris Carpenter. He said to all the guys over there with the Cardinals, he's ready, but they want him to throw another simulated game. They want to stretch him out a little bit more, make sure that he's okay. But knowing Chris Carpenter, he understands. He wants to be out there on the mound as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Redbirds winning their 11th World Championship a year ago as a wild card. Right down to the final day. There's the slow curveball. It bends in for a strike at 63. That's the slowest we've seen yet from him.
I think you're right.
Count the stitches on that one, can't you, Mark Sweeney?
You can.
108, right?
Yeah, 108.
And then he comes back inside, 1-1.
By the way, nice job, Mark Sweeney, today, catching, putting down the signs on our instructional today.
I was hoping that you were going to hit Pomeranz.
I had it all planned out. I lost $1 to Mr. Enberg up here. I bet him $1 that I was going to just right in the ribs.
No, he's too nice. Grant's too nice.
He's too nice, but that softball would have definitely scared Pomeranz.
1-1 to Craig, and that one just misses inside.
There he is.
Can't hurt the big Mike. Doing his homework, getting ready already for the post-game show. Constant student. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball to short. Cabrera over to Forsythe, and the inning is over. In the third, the Cardinals a hit would leave a man. To the bottom of the third, Quentin Grandal and Alonso coming up. And it was the young rookie Pete Cosma, 2-run triple to get the Cardinals on the board 2-0. But the Padres came back in the bottom of the second inning. DeNorfia drives in with 2 outs. The first Padre run to make it 2-1. Logan Forsythe followed. Laced one over the center fielder Jay's head to drive in DeNorfia to tie the game at 2. Padres in 2 innings have 5 hits and 2 walks against Jaime Garcia. There are the totals as the middle of the lineup, Quentin Grandal and Alonso come up here in the home half of the third. Quentin walked his first time. DeNorfia, 11-game hitting streak with his single in the second.
Now, Jaime Garcia does not throw anything that's straight. His fastball's got a little bit of movement on it. Sometimes it's got a lot of movement on it. It's got that changeup. It's got the breaking ball. So the Padres have to have him get that ball up. We hear Mark Sweeney talk about it all the time. Make him get it up, elevate it, and that's what the Padres have done tonight and done some damage with those 5 hits.
Two and one. Well, lots of loyal St. Louis Cardinal fans all around the country, and of course many have migrated to Southern California and to our beautiful city, and they're expressing their support of the Cardinals tonight in red.
Yeah, it seems like the Cardinals always travel well with their fans.
Yeah, some of these didn't have to travel very far. 3-1 to Quinton.
Carlos Quinton, a few pitches before.
That knee sore. Off the head of the bat. 88-mile-an-hour fastball tailing away from the right hand, hitting Quinton. So a full count to Quinton. Nubs one to first. Easy play. Alan Craig gets the put out. One away. Well, let's go back to our instructional in case you weren't with us for our 6 to 7 o'clock segment. Pomeranz the batter. Grant the hitter. Whoa, watch out. Oh, mean out there on the mound. We should tell everyone that's just wrapped up paper that you threw at him.
You know what? Shame on me. That was bad. I got to hit my spots.
Yeah.
You got to hit your spots, but you also said, too, you can't be afraid to throw in off the plate and be afraid of hitting a hitter, and that's exactly what you did.
Yeah, but you know what? And I'm not making excuses, but we had the camera guys back there, and I just didn't want to. You know what? Shame on me. I didn't hit him. I'm not going to make any excuses. I hate excuses.
Don't lose sleep.
I don't think you should be hard on yourself. It looked like he was definitely in on the plate. He felt very comfortable the way you were throwing the ball. He said you didn't have any velocity to me.
Looked like he had a little bailout by Pomeranz, too, didn't you think?
He did. He bailed out. He was jelly-legging every pitch.
3-0. Yeah, that's hard to do, to have your right foot in the batter's box and your left foot over in the next playground.
Yeah.
And Grandal takes a strike, 3-1. Struck out his first time with the bases loaded, first inning. And that's out of the zone. Ball 4. Third walk from Garcia. His pitch count mounting up to 48 here with one out in the third. Yonder Alonso, he's due. 3 for the last 29. Bud Black talking with Carlos Quinton undoubtedly about that knee. Is he okay? Pumped that one by him. 89. That's about top of the line, isn't it?
Yeah, and with that two-seam movement down and in.
One out and Grandal at first. Two tie. Last of the third. That was a good instructional because as this game has developed, both these left-handers show you that you don't have to necessarily throw strikes, but that pitch inside backs the hitter off, makes him think about covering that inside corner, and then you can spin one low and away and expect to have one of those right here. And that's exactly what Alonso gets. Strike 3. Third strikeout twice. Alonso's punched out. Cameron Maben singled, infield hit to deep short.
You know, Dick, on that point, most hitters really worry about getting blown away with the fastball, no matter what the velocity is. And if you throw inside, it really sets your sights out a little bit further in the plate. You don't want to get messed up with that. You don't want to let that ball travel too much. Looked like Yonder got mixed up with that one because of that inside fastball. Jaime Garcia is working that as long as Eric Stultz as well.
Here's Maben. You saw Carlos Quentin head down the steps into the clubhouse, and that may be a sign that his night is over. Looked like he was having trouble in the outfield moving well, and that one swing and a miss, his last at bat, seemed to be favoring that knee. Slap down the right field side, well back into the crowd. Well, we talked a lot, Mark Sweeney, about Maben and the new stance and the toe tap instead of, you know, lifting the full leg up and all. And it's been more effective in terms of base hits. But he, for a long time, hasn't really got into one and driven a ball.
Well, that's okay because you see the numbers going up, and I think you have to develop that as you go along, Dick.
Well, out of my mouth, and the ball is going to be out of the ballpark. Oh, my! It's 4-2. Welcome back, Cameron. Number 7 for Maben. Just like I was saying, Mark Sweeney, it looks like Maben's getting that home run swing back.
Well, what a call you had, Dick. That's timing. And I'm surprised you didn't pick him and pick the stick tonight.
Right.
But what a beautiful swing by Cameron Maben. Just making it simple and simplifying that plan. He's got a lot of thunder in that bat.
Sharply hit by the third baseman, Freeze. And Everth Cabrera on his way for his second base hit tonight, and both balls have been struck sharply. He lined a sharp single the first time up, and that one ripped by the bag at third for a double. Padres really picking on Jaime Garcia. This is quite unlike the way they faced this left-hander in the past.
Professor, I was going to ask you, you got 6 good lottery numbers you can give me?
That's right.
Calling that home run.
Well, it just seemed like a long time since he's
It's been a little bit over a month. I think his last home run was like August 3rd, around there. And second time, as you mentioned, Dick, that he has just laced the ball. Cabrera pulling that baseball in between the bag and David Freese. Got some 2-out action.
Padres with a couple of doubles, a triple, and a home run off Garcia. Enjoy a 4-2 lead. Got to keep Maben smiling. Things are good when he's smiling. Stultz bunted into a double play his first time. But he can make amends. He'll get you some base knocks. In fact, his 7 hits have produced 3 RBIs this year. John Baker, he knows how to go over and saddle up next to the guy that hits the home run, doesn't he?
Getting some TV time.
Fooled him on that breaking pitch. 0-2. So manager Mike Matheny does not like what he's seeing from his starter, so he gets somebody loose in the bullpen.
Yeah, Shelby Miller, the right-hander, heating up for St. Louis.
Alonzo Powell, hitting instructor, and Ian Maben going over technique.
Once again, taking advantage of an elevated pitch.
There goes the runner, and Cabrera steals third easily.
Number 30 for Everth Cabrera.
Thrown out only once, so counting early season at Tucson, 45 for 46 for Cabrera.
It looked like a delayed steal because the secondary lead, then when the ball got to home plate.
Well, even though he was going on the pitch, they're not going to give him the stolen base. They're going to call that a wild pitch. Nevertheless, Stultz strikes out.
The big blow delivered by Cameron Maben deep to left center field, and the Padres lead it 4-2. St. Louis has left 2, the Padres 5 men. Here's Quentin at last at bat. Look at that left knee. Looked like he tweaked it and came over. Bud Black talked to him. Obviously he's displeased with how things are going. Right knee goes back in the clubhouse, and the change has indeed been made. Jesus Guzman has replaced Quentin in left field.
Yeah, got to get that knee right, huh? The Padres need him in the lineup, so we wish him well getting that knee good to go.
For the Cardinals, top of the 4th, Yadier Molina, then David Freese and Daniel Descalso. Molina, first time up, walked. Four consecutive gold gloves for Molina. There's that slow curveball at 64, bends a little low. That looked pretty good over the plate. And it has that big an arc. If the catcher catches it just off the dirt, it's probably knee high. That's in there.
Well, Mark Sweeney, how many times during your career did you sit on the bench and all of a sudden you've got to go in and play some defense in the 3rd or 4th inning?
Yeah, you know what, Mark, the point to that with Carlos Quentin always going through knee troubles as a bench player, you always have to be ready. You got to watch the game in those situations especially.
On the infield, Forsythe calling for it. One away. Time now for our AT&T trivia question from Petco Park on this night. And here we go. Lou Brock broke Maury Will's record of 104 stolen bases in a season on this very date, September 10th, 1974. How many stolen bases did Brock finish with in 1974? That was his final total in 74. Answer in the next half inning. Here's the breaking ball. David Freese takes for a strike. He singled and scored in the 2nd inning. Came around on the triple by Cosma. Hit well, but way back into the crowd on the right field side. Giants get 2 back in the top of the 7th, so it's 6-4 Colorado. Rockies hitting in the last of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Change it. Stoltz now with 4 strikeouts.
Freese trying to sink his teeth into this one, but could not stay back on the changeup. Well, that's great arm action from Eric Stoltz. Turning it over
I love that left-handed, the way they.
Oh, yeah.
It's the screwball effect. 2 outs to Descalzo. Safe on a fielder's choice his first time. Good utility guy, hitting .228. One and one. Bullpen busy for the Cardinals in case they get down to the pitcher's spot. That's 2 away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Padres playing such outstanding ball since the All-Star break, 32 and 22. So you look at Schultz about to deliver his 75th pitch. And most importantly, playing so well at home, 18 and 6 the last 24 at Petco.
Boy, how nice does that record look at home? 35 and 34 after the start that this Padre team had.
Nice. Go back to April plus May, 17 wins is all. Then they got 18 wins in August. That ball's hit well to deep left center, but Maven's got a beat on it. And a 1-2-3 inning for Eric Stultz. It remains 4-2 Padres.
Padres' Houston streak continues to improve. He threw a simulated game today through all of his pitches. Buddy Black said reports were good, but of course the concern for Street is not his arm. It's his calf and whether or not he's able to field his position and do the necessary running that can happen in a game. Street is expected to throw another simulated game soon, but so far so good as he continues to improve. Let's send it back upstairs. Dick Enberg and Mark Grant, guys.
Layla, was there any indication at all? Did he try to move quickly? Did he try to field some bunts? Was there any report on how well that calf muscle behaved?
We didn't get any specific reports on it, just that it's continuing to heal. Since he did hurt it running sprints previously, I think they're wanting to let it get its ample time that it needs.
All right, thanks for that report.
Thank you, Layla. And correct me if I'm wrong, Dick. Did it look like Layla was wearing some Charger colors tonight?
Well, it could be. You know, it's kind of the spirit of the times, isn't it? Shelby Miller replaces Jaime Garcia, who managed only 3 innings, 4 runs earned, 7 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Miller just called up. This is only his 2nd appearance. September call-up. Lanky right-hander at 6'3" and 195. Facing Denorfia, Forsythe, and Headley, the top of the order for the Padres here in the 4th. This right-hander is only 21 years of age. At the knees, and it's 1-2. Graduated from Brownwood, Texas. Probably Layla knows where that is.
Oh, of course she does. Come on.
I do know where it is. It's outside of Abilene, in between Abilene and Marble Falls.
Loop to right. That's trouble. And it's going to fall fair. DeNorfia is going to hustle and try to make a double out of this. Here comes the throw. Not in time. And DeNorfia, a bloop double to right to lead off the fourth. He's got 2 hits. 2 for DeNorfia, 2 Forsythe, 2 Maven, 2 Cabrera in the 8-hit attack.
You know, first of all, Miller does a bad job of location. Secondly, I want to throw it to Mark Sweeney. Look at how Chris DeNorfia gets his hands through first. Very quickly, the barrel of the bat follows. Sure, he gets jammed a little bit, but Mark, the big key there is getting those hands through.
Yeah, it's exactly right, Mark. And understanding, too, when you pull your hands in, you understand that you can have those lucky swings.
Yeah.
And yes, location-wise, but he's doing the right thing, swinging the bat, doing a nice job, staying inside the baseball.
That was beautiful.
Forsythe off to a great start. A triple and an RBI double. See if he can move that runner to third. Strike. Miller's a strikeout pitcher, regarded as the Cardinals' top prospect, pitching prospect at age 21. And in the minors, the last 2 years, averaging 11.5 strikeouts per 9 innings.
Yeah, he's got a live arm. Fastball, curve, changeup for Miller. Fastball from 90 to 95.
Now bunted in the air, and that's going to go over the screen. Molina hustling back, but no chance.
You know, guys, these are the situations with Logan Forsythe being a younger player and swinging the bat well. When you've got a lead 4-2, most managers really like for you to be aggressive, hit the ball to the right side, but be aggressive, try to drive him in because you're swinging the bat well. It's one of those things as a younger player, you're trying to do too much in that situation.
Now that's John Mozeliak, the general manager of the St. Louis Cardinals, watching his Cardinals tonight.
Following a long list of great GMs in that organization. Ooh, a little extra on that. Sounded faster than 92. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Forsythe. Padres a chance to add on against the reliever Shelby Miller. In his one other outing, pitched a couple of innings, allowed just 1 hit, and struck out 4. It was his major league debut within this last week. Doesn't look like he shaved yet. Struck out. Forsythe. High fastball. 1 away. Here's Chase Headley. Well, Headley, almost 20% of the runs driven in by the Padres this year by Headley. That's the best in the major league. Biggest percentage. Miguel Cabrera, Soriano, Hamilton, Willingham behind Headley. Chance to add to his 102 runs batted in. He's walked and grounded out tonight. Hitting from his happier side, left-handed, where he hit the grand slam yesterday. Batting .297 left, 40 points lower from the right side. Ground ball sharply, but right to the first baseman, Craig. And there's 2 away. DeNorfia moving to third. And it's up to Jesus Guzman, batting for the first time in Quentin's spot. Quentin walked and grounded out. Strike 1.
Well, back on Saturday night, Guzman came through in the first inning with a 2-out double, drove in 2. Be nice for him to get that run home here.
It was against the left-hander Miley. He's shown again this year he loves left-handed pitching. Facing the right-hander here. And excuse me, swing, and it's strike two. Padres looking for the first win against St. Louis. They lost all three back at the start of the season in St. Louis. Line drive, base hit. Guzman delivers. It's 5-2 as DeNorthia comes in. A solid single from Jesus. Well, the leadoff double DeNorthia, and he comes around. On Guzman single, 5-2.
He had him 0-2. Once again, an elevated pitch from Shelby Miller. Guzman throws the head all over it. And the Padres add on here in the fourth.
Now Guzman quietly with 38 runs batted in. He's a money hitter. Gets his chances and delivers again. All the 5 runs by the Padres tonight with 2 out. Low fastball strike to Grandal. He struck out, walked and scored. He walked in the third, came around on Maben's long home run to left center field. Outside.
I notice pretty straight fastball from Shelby Miller, and for Padre hitters that's a good thing. Not a lot of movement. They like to hit that number 1 that's straight.
One ball, one strike. Late on that swing. How's he look to you, this young Miller from the side, Mark?
Yeah, it looks like he's really locating down in the zone. He's made some mistakes with 2 strikes, but he's really down near the knees. The Padre hitters need to get him elevated, like Mark said.
No plans here with the skipper. That's his first off speed pitch. 2-2. Change up.
And Chris Carpenter right on the front step.
He can taste it.
Yeah. I tell you, when that guy is on, when he's healthy and he's on his game, he's as good as anybody in the game.
Three and two. And when they expectorate, as soon as you made that comment, that's like an exclamation point.
Exactly.
It's like saying, "You bet I am."
It's exclamation point.
Nothing like a
you're right.
good time spit is very important.
And then you go to the nose and then you spit again.
Not
awesome.
too much. Not too much now. Scratch your way into trouble. 3-2. Grandal. Ball 4. Now a 2-out walk, and that moves Guzman to second. First walk from Miller, and brings up Yonder Alonso.
Remember last night it was the 2-out error in the 7th inning that opened up the floodgates for the Padres. They scored 5 against the Diamondbacks. That ground ball to second base when DeNorthia was aboard on the error.
Alonso glad Garcia's gone. He had trouble getting everyone else out, but he struck out Alonso both times. Ground ball up the middle. Yes, a new piece of pitching, and he takes advantage. Here comes the throw to third, and safely goes Grandal as Alonso makes it 6-2 as he brings home Guzman. Change of scenery, and Alonso says hello.
Looks like they had him play the pull, and that shot there you can't even see the second baseman Descalso. Grandal's going to head up at third base. Oh, you got to love the 2-out thunder from this Padre ball club. He likes it.
First and third as the Hurricanes occupy the corners. Grandal at third and Alonso at first for Cameron Maben. Infield hit. He's gone short and he's gone long. 2-run home run.
Miami nice at the corners.
Yeah, I like it. The Caribbean couple. Cuban cuffers. Maben. 2-0. This is an interesting at bat, Mark Sweeney, in that he's hit a home run now. It's been a long time. Now, does he able to wipe the home run away and just say, okay, I'm going to stay with my game now. I'm not going to start over swinging.
Well, that's why I think it's part of maturing as a hitter and understanding, too, when you watch Cameron Maben, you can see that lower half turn, and he likes to turn and burn on some pitches. Got to get that out of his head because he has plenty of power in that bat.
High fly ball slicing down into the right field bullpen, and it is away from right fielder Beltran. He wasn't going to take on the wall. Might have had a play had he been gamer for it, but that's dangerous territory. Running through the slopes of the bullpen and that barrier coming up to greet you. So Maben's still alive.
I don't know about you guys. It doesn't look like Carlos Beltran's running too well out there in right field.
Kind of scuffling a little bit.
6-2. The Padres continue to rack up points.
Well, Beltran has had some knee issues in the past, Marco.
He's also had some problems, especially with Mike Cameron colliding here when they were with the Mets as well.
This one's playable. Beltran. But the Padres with a nice series going. 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Or rather, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Guzman knocks in 1 and Alonso another. The Rays the lead to 4. And welcome back to Petco Park. Here's the lineup. The Cards are set, and the Padres with a 6-2 lead. Top of the 5th inning behind Eric Stoltz, who will face Cosma, Garcia, and Jay. You may see a pinch hitter, rather not Garcia, but Shelby Miller in that 9th spot. Undoubtedly, we'll see a pinch hitter. Cosma knocking in both Cardinal runs with a triple to left center field. "24 years of age, was a first-round pick of the Cardinals in '07. Oklahoma High School Player of the Year in his academic days in high school at Owasso, Oklahoma. There's that changeup, sails outside. 2-2. nubbed right to Alonso. Led him right to the business there. Easy put out. And time now for our AT&T trivia question tonight. We ask about the Lou Brock breaking Maury Wills record, stealing his 105th base in 1974. And how many did he finish with? 118 stolen bases for Brock.
He was fun to watch.
And he came over in one of the great trades of all time, or worst trades of all time, depending on whether you're a Cubs fan or a Cardinals fan.
Was it Ernie Broglio?
Broglio. Ernie Broglio was the pitcher.
Yeah.
That the Cubs wanted from St. Louis.
It looks like Shelby Miller's hitting for himself.
Yeah. That's interesting. Well, the Cardinals have used a lot of pitchers in the series against Milwaukee. They went extra innings yesterday, so Mike Matheny may feel that he just doesn't want to get deep into the pen again. No idea whether Miller can swing the bat or not. We're about to find out. Not a bad swing there.
Yeah. And by the way, the out-of-town scoreboard, Milwaukee beats Atlanta 4-1. That's a final from Milwaukee. Ryan Braun, no RBIs in that game.
So Headley will remain in the lead in the National League RBI race. And in the wild card race, that's a significant loss by Atlanta. The Braves are in the #1 wild card spot coming into tonight. St. Louis second, 5 games behind Atlanta. And St. Louis 1.5 ahead of the Dodgers, who are not active tonight. St. Louis goes from here up north to play the Dodgers, a 4-game set over the weekend.
Wow, what the Phyllis Diller is going on with that hairdo?
2-2. Ground ball to second. Forsythe over to Alonso. A couple of ground outs to start the 5th inning. And to the top of the order, John Jay. So Headley 2 over Braun, and Jay Bruce of the Reds. Matt Holliday is 4th. 8 runs batted in behind Headley. And Alfonso Soriano has had a good year.
That's our guy right there.
Yeah, the valedictorian.
Yeah.
As he was in his Colorado high school days. Academic All-America. University of Tennessee. Top of the class. RBI class in the National League this year. Jay takes ball 1. He's grounded out and struck out.
Now you've got your valedictorian, which whatever.
Salutatorian.
Yeah, that guy. Why that guy?
Because he finishes second. It's usually not a guy. It's usually a girl. They're always killing the guys. Academically,
really?
You know. Still bitter about that. In my big high school class, I finished 3rd, so I didn't.
How many were in the class? 4?
33.
Oh.
33. Just missed. Inside to Jay, and it's 2-1.
Well, you know, like I tell everybody, I say, you know what they call the guy who graduates last in medical school?
Doctor.
That's right.
Yeah, got to respect that. 2-1 to Jay. Broken bat. Cabrera deep at second. And what a pick by Alonso. Yonder Alonso, vacuum cleaner with that big glove at first base. As the Redbirds go in order, ground outs, but look at this pick. Yes.
Bottom of the fifth at Petco Park, and an update on Carlos Quentin. He left earlier in the game. Reports from the Padres say he has a sore right knee, so that knee, Dick and Mark, still bothering him, it looks like.
And you are attired in the Charger colors tonight. Well done, Layla Rahimi.
I got to represent.
Yeah.
Support everybody.
And those could be the Padre colors as well, as you see the blue with the yellow
got
piping.
The little neon going.
Yeah.
Why not?
Very attractive. Padres with a 6-2 lead. Cabrera with 2 solid hits leads off. Bottom of the fifth. Slaps that one down the left field line, slicing away from Holiday and into the seats. Heading right-handed, Cabrera line single to left and scored, and doubled inside the bag. Third base bag for another base hit in the third. Padres have 10 hits tonight through 4 innings. Stoltz and then Denorfia.
Guy needs to go up a size, don't you think? That shirt.
By the mound, charged by Descalzo, and for the first time they get Cabrera. 1 away here in the fifth. Stoltz bunted into a double play. Struck out. Well, young Shelby Miller, 21 years of age, his baptism. Gave up his first 2 major league runs in the last inning. Stoltz with 5 innings complete. Bullpen active behind him.
He's got 92 pitches, Eric Stoltz does. So that might be the night for Eric. So, you know, you send him up there to hit with the 6-2 lead. You don't burn a bench player. Although you never know, he might be going out there again.
Nick Vincent getting ready in the bullpen.
The most that Eric has thrown this year is 103. And that was 3 starts ago.
He is just through August and now September. He
He's been
gives you a
great.
good start every time. 1 pitch away from a shutout game tonight.
And they've been against teams that are in contention.
On the outside corner, says plate umpire Hoy, and it's 2-2.
You look at the last 5 starts prior to this one: Dodgers, Braves, Diamondbacks, Giants, Braves. I mean, those are good teams.
Good eye, and the count is full. Miller walked 1 in the last inning. Padres with base runners every inning, and the last 3 frames they've punched a 2 on the board. 2-2-2. Lays off, and it's high. Oh, third base umpires Jim Reynolds says no, you went around. 2 away. Second strikeout for Miller, and a reminder this week on Fox NFL Sunday, the Buccaneers play the Giants as New York looks to bounce back from their opening day loss yesterday. Also the Vikings, Colts, Saints, Panthers, Cardinals, Patriots, and the Cowboys will play the Seahawks. Dallas looking to stay unbeaten following their opening day win. And how about the Redskins and the Rams? Coverage begins this week with a built Ford Tough Fox NFL Sunday pregame show, 9 a.m. Pacific.
All right, Professor, you got to be honest with me. You got to be honest with me here. When you just mentioned the Rams,
Shot to short, bobbled by Cosma, and he throws him out.
you got to itch a little bit to call Rams football, don't you?
Well, can you hold that question?
Absolutely.
Hold your questions. First time the Padres have gone in order. We've completed 5.
For casino gaming and excitement. By Resident Evil Retribution in 3D. In theaters September 14th. And by your San Diego County Lexus dealer, who invite you to test drive a luxurious Lexus automobile today. For more information, visit Lexus.com. And with Mark Grant, Dick Enberg, welcome back to Petco Park. Top of the 6th inning, the Padres with a 6-2 lead. And for the Cardinals, Carlos Beltran leads off the 6th inning. Eric Stoltz, another outstanding outing, allowing only 3 hits. 2-run double back in the 2nd inning by rookie Pete Cosman, the 2 runs for St. Louis. And some of you fans that have been watching the Oakland Raiders and San Diego Chargers now at halftime. Field goal kicked by Sebastian Jankowski, Seabass, right at the buzzer to end the first half. A couple of field goals for the Raiders, and the Chargers scored on a Rivers to Malcolm Floyd 6-yard touchdown pass. It's 10-6 San Diego at halftime. And here the Padres 6 runs on 10 hits. St. Louis 2 runs on 3 hits against Eric Stoltz. Beltran has grounded out weakly. Good play made by the pitcher Stoltz, and he struck out. Swing and a miss. Down goes the veteran Beltran as Stoltz has logged his 5th strikeout. For those of you just joining us, here's the rookie Cosma in the 2nd inning, a 2-run triple, giving St. Louis a 2-0 lead. But the Padres came right back. Bottom of the 2nd, Denorfia an RBI single to make it 2-1. That was a 2-out single, and Forsythe followed with a double over Jay's head in center field to tie it at 2. And then Cameron Maben in the 3rd inning, we'll show that to you later, a 2-run home run to make it 4-2, and the Padres got 2 more in the 4th. A RBI single by Jesus Guzman, and a run batted in by Alonso to make it 6-2. This is Matt Holliday with Alan Craig to follow. Approaching the century mark, Stoltz. Bullpen Nick Vincent working behind him. Oh, good pitch.
Oh, it looked like he had a little cut on it. Knee high, splitting the plate. By the way, getting back to those Rams. When you hear Rams, isn't Roman Gabriel under center?
Yeah, those are great days. You know, it's different because they're not the Los Angeles Rams as they were when I was calling the games, but yeah. Jack Snow, Roman Gabriel, Tom Mack, Merlin Olsen, Deacon Jones. Bernie Casey had a couple of great years as a wide receiver.
No, they played at Anaheim Stadium, correct?
Well, when I was doing the games. The years I was the Rams announcer from 66 through 75, they played in the Coliseum. Then they moved later to Anaheim. Fly ball hit well. Holliday's going to chase Denorfia back to the wall and can't make the play. Can't find the ball. Holliday cruises into second base with a double. Denorfia got turned around, and by the time he located the ball, it was by him. So a fly ball double to the wall by Matt Holliday.
Yeah, Holliday's got some strength. He takes that ball the opposite way, so it's got that funky spin, right? It's going to be going towards the line, the right field line. Chris Denorfia gets turned around in such a way to where when he squares back up, glove side towards the wall, he's got to make up some ground. It's a little bit too late, and it falls in for a double.
Tough play. Ball, wall arriving at the same time. Alan Craig is flied out and grounded out. And of course, my favorite Ram was my longtime friend and colleague at NBC, Merlin Olsen.
Oh, of course.
Late Merlin Olsen, who was just such a grand guy.
You guys were a great team. I remember seeing you guys.
2-0 to Craig.
I mean, you saw that beard. You knew exactly who it was.
That's right. Father Murphy.
Yeah, that's right.
Or Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. No matter what he touched, he was successful. He was an academic All-America at Utah State, bright, considerate, sensitive, strong. tough. Man, did he have a pair of hands on him. Farmer's hands. That's looped to right. Trouble. DeNorfia plays it on a hop, and here comes Holiday to score. It's 6-3. Craig goes the opposite field, not hit hard, but well placed. And the Padre lead reduced to 3. Craig's 76th RBI of the season. He's had a good year.
It's almost like the ball that Chris DeNorfia hit earlier. He got a jam shot. He fights it off. It's up, elevated, therefore dumps it into shallow right field. And the key here is DeNorfia right over the head of Alonso. So the runner, you know, he's got to hold up. He doesn't know whether that ball's going to be cut. And they keep that runner at first base.
Oh, here comes Bud Black. The pitch total up to 104 and a couple of hits and a run for the Cardinals. So Black goes to the bullpen. Stoltz's job well done. He leads with the Padres in front 6-3. And Vincent being beckoned in from the bullpen. Is on the line. Here's the wild card standings. Atlanta in fine position, the first wild card spot, with the Cardinals the other at the moment. 1.5 games ahead of the Dodgers. 2.5 lead against Pittsburgh, and Brewers 5.5 back. And a final in Colorado, and the Rockies beat the Giants 6-5, and that means the Dodgers are 5 behind LA in the NL West standings. Arizona 10, and the Padres 13 at the moment, as we look at Nick Vincent, who has really done a terrific job of late. The last 12 games, no runs, only 6 hits, 12 strikeouts in 12 1/3. Opponents hitting only 188 for the year.
His last time out for Nick was on Saturday against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Inning in 2/3, no hits for the right-hander from Ramona.
Craig at first base with his RBI single, and Yadier Molina first ball swinging. When you look at Stoltz's line again, he doesn't walk many. He doesn't get himself in trouble with base on balls. Only 1 walk tonight, 5 strikeouts. He went around, 2 strikes. Molina has walked and popped up. Terrific season for the Cardinal catcher, hitting .320, matching his all-time high in RBI 65, clubbed 18 homers. And 4 consecutive Gold Gloves, so he's the complete package. He's the 3rd catcher to play in 2 World Series before the age of 25. Yogi Berra and Johnny Bench, the other 2.
Signed through 2017 with a club option, or a mutual option, I should say. 2018 for Molina. That's how much they think about it, Dick.
Well, he's a prize package.
Yep.
You get the total deal there. Padres hope the 23-year-old Grandal will prove to be the same. 1-2 with the infield set for 2. Struck him out.
Nice slider. Well, Fox Sports San Diego is your home for high school and college football all season long. Hut, hut, blue, 42, Utah. From the up-and-coming high school stars to the biggest rivalries in college football, you can watch it all right here from conference to conference. Zulu. Fox Sports San Diego has you covered. College football has arrived, folks. Catch it all season long right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
I swear I heard Dan Fouts in the booth.
You know what's amazing, seriously, about that? I mean, when this audible thing they do when the quarterback comes up to the line and they see something different in the defense and they shout it out, and it's unbelievable.
David Freese, the batter.
Talk about a well-oiled machine and knowing what's going on and relaying it to his players.
And no one better that I've in 50-some years better than Peyton Manning.
I was gonna mention his name because I don't know much about football, but I'm glad you validated that.
Genius, quarterback genius. 1-1. He literally is calling all the plays on the field. Oh, he didn't want to do that. Freeze hit by a pitch, and that brings the tying run to the plate. Caught him in the knee, it appeared. Let's see.
He was set up inside. It was just a two-seamer.
Right in the ribs. 23 got whacked. So first and second as Craig moves to second base with 2 outs, and Descalso the hitter. Second baseman has scored after he was safe on a fielder's choice, and he's flied to center. Two out, 2 on in the 6th. A run home, and it's 6-3 Padres. Ground ball right side. Forsythe ranging into the hole to throw him out. Good play by Logan Forsythe. Got a terrific break on that ground ball. Cardinals score 1. Advantage as they come up in the bottom of the 6th inning with Headley, or Forsythe, then Headley, and Jesus Guzman batting in Carlos Quentin's spot. Fans getting a little exercise between innings. Very little. Forsythe, a double and a triple. 2 for 3. And he takes a strike. Facing Miller for the second time. Miller struck him out last at bat. One and one. So Eric Stultz goes 5 1/3. 3 runs all earned. 5 hits is all. 1 walk and 5 strikeouts as he is in position to pick up his 6th win and go 5-0 in his last 5 decisions.
I'd say that's a good night in the big leagues. Oh, good breaking ball from Miller. Now it's time for the Padres to get 1 or 2 runs back. Get on for Chase Headley.
Line drive, base hit. Forsythe, a home run away from the cycle. They throw back behind him and the ball gets away, but not far enough for any advance. Have yourself a night in the big leagues. Logan Forsythe, as it's time now for the San Diego County Credit Union factoid of the game. And why not look at MLB leaders in September? Look at Headley, 5 more RBIs than the closest competition, Mark Reynolds of the Orioles. Bruce and Soriano with 12. And Headley pick up an additional RBI or 2 in this at bat. He's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight, a couple of groundouts. Very artistic. I bet he can take a terrific photo. What mystery that is this game. Michelangelo knows. Forsythe with the leadoff single in the 6th. He had a good pitch there.
Yeah, and he wants that one back. You see his reaction. The ball is right down the middle.
It's good to see that our producer Max Michalak's tickets have shown up tonight. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1 goes to the breaking pitch. So young 21-year-old Miller getting a chance. 3rd inning of pitching.
Like technology these days, huh?
He's got the MLB.com. He's got the app working tonight, huh?
The ball's off the plate.
2 and 2.
Chase Headley, he really doesn't gripe a lot about legitimate called strikes, but that one was off the plate, looked like. Hey, you think?
That was a generous call from Hoy. Instead of 3-1, it's 2-2. That makes that strike zone a lot tougher for Headley to protect. Fouls that away. Coming down the stretch after tonight, 20 games left for the Padres. 2 more against these Cardinals and then 3 on the weekend with the Rockies here at Petco. Now that was a better pitch than the one he called a strike.
Absolutely. And you know what? He may have realized that he missed that 1.
1. 1 So full count. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 And why not? The count, full count. And it was considerably outside. Actually was farther outside than the first pitch. So what do we know about hockey? Full count. Runner goes. Ball hit to left field. Right at the left fielder Holiday. And there's one away. Meanwhile at Coors Field tonight, the final in, and the Rockies beat the Giants 6-5, but Buster Posey made it interesting with a score 6-2. He goes into that wind tunnel in right center field for the home run, but it wouldn't be enough as the leading Giants fall to a 6-5 defeat. And that'll please those that follow, especially the Dodgers. Idle today, so they're 5 back. Arizona doesn't play, so they're 10 off the pace. Padres right there, 13 out. Yep. 6-3 the score here in the last of the 6th. Leadoff single by Forsythe. Guzman, his only at bat, rifled an RBI single to left field, knocking in his 38th run of the year with limited at bats. 1-0.
You know, one of the things, Dick, I've noticed about Guzman, taking some pitches for balls, good ball recognition out of the pitcher's hands, like that last pitch.
You take Guzman's 246 at bats, that's half as many as Headley has had. And you double then his RBI count, and you're at 76 runs batted. Prorate his productivity, and been a valuable man on the bench. Shelby Miller's learned how to slow the game down. That ball hit high and foul. He just missed it.
Just a little bit too quick out in front.
Off the lip of the second deck down the left field corner.
Superman's here.
How does he get into that telephone booth?
When's the last time you saw a telephone booth? Seriously.
Oh, recently in London. You still see those beautiful red booths. Yeah, that's a shame. That's gone the way of the dinosaur. Pops him up. That's playable. Second baseman Descalzo angling into foul territory.
Well, you pick the uniform now. Watch your game. Verizon presents 90s Night on Friday, September 14th, coming up this weekend. Watch your Padres wear their 1997 pinstripe uniforms when they play the Colorado Rockies. Get to the park early for a 90s themed party starting at 5 o'clock, and then stay after. Watch the ball game. Be a great old time here. And also some post-game fireworks. Get your tickets now at Padres.com or get on the horn at 795-5555. That's 619-795-5555.
There we go. He's already dressed for the party. Grandal has walked twice and struck out. Walked in the third, and Cameron Maben brought him home on a long home run. Grandal's about due to club one.
You calling it?
No, not 2 in one night, but he's due. Homestand.
Okay.
I'm thinking homestand. Wait a minute. You have yours. I have mine, but maybe if I take more of yours, I'll have more of mine.
Maybe she's got a different flavor than he does. He just wants to try to test her.
Gloves? Yeah. Okay.
Looked like they were using Alexi Amaris's batting helmets for those scoops of ice cream.
Real size, huh? Come on.
They must have got it from there's Alexi. Hey, Alexi, they stole your helmets. They filled them with ice cream.
3-0 to Grandal. And a 4-pitch walk, and the Padres, with 2 outs, have runners at first and second here in the 6th. Second walk given up by young Miller. So Grandal, a free ticket 3 consecutive times. That brings up Alonso. 2 strikeouts and an RBI single. Singled off Miller last time up. That's 5 straight, so Molina calls time, goes out to talk to his young hurler. Well, congratulations. I saw him hit his first ball at Wimbledon. Andy Murray, finally, Andy Murray, the great Scot, has won a major title, a Grand Slam title, defeating Novak Djokovic today in 5 sets, 6-2 in the 5th in New York. Congratulations to Murray. A lot of folks have been rooting for Great Britain to have a champion. It's only since 1936.
And who was that?
Fred Perry, the great Fred Perry, who actually won all 4 majors. And then all of a sudden, no one could win. But they're great losers. They really are. They're wonderful losers. But Murray wins the U.S. Open, our national championship today against Novak Djokovic. A terrific final. And Serena Williams, the American, wins her 15th major title yesterday. 2-0 to Alonso. Green lighted. Didn't get the fastball.
Yeah, it took a little bit off, got the changeup. Victor Marte, big right-hander warming up for the Cardinals.
2 on, 2 out for Alonso, and 2-1 the count. Chance to add to the 6-3 lead. There's the fastball right down the heart of the plate. Padres left the bases loaded, didn't score in the first inning, but have taken advantage since, especially with 2 outs. All 6 runs scored with 2 out. Strike 3. The breaking ball, and 3 times tonight Alonso has struck out. The Padres leave 2. They've stranded 9 tonight.
Over the Cardinals. Nice to have a little retribution here to dole out after the Cardinals swept the series in St. Louis.
Yeah, big hits tonight, and also the stuff by Eric Stultz. He's done an outstanding job. Didn't have the big breaking ball early in the game. Then he ended up getting a good rhythm with that. But nice job, and also 2 out hitting by the Pods.
Going to break down both of those for you when Mark and I see you in the post-game show. Also, our instructional tonight, how to pitch inside. You saw a couple of guys really working that craft well. David Freese getting a little too close to an inside pitch tonight. And getting to know the Colonel, Jerry Coleman. You also hear from the manager, Buddy Black, after the last out this evening, guys.
All right, Mike and Mark, post-game show. Always a great show. Nick Vincent with a strike to the leadoff man, Pete Kozma, followed by the pitcher's spot, and then John Jay. You can see Schumacher, Skip Schumacher in the on-deck circle will undoubtedly pinch hit. 1-1 the count. You know, having the weekend off, and I watched the pregame show yesterday, all of the game, and the night before watched the postgame show, and the work that is done, that 1 hour pregame, 1 hour postgame show, it's factual, it's entertaining, it's instructional. I mean, it's I can't imagine there being better pre and post game shows in all of baseball.
Yeah, a job well done by everybody behind the scenes, working really hard to put that together.
I mean, it's just think of it, folks. You watch a 1 hour show on television. Well, this is 2 1 hour shows produced every day, not just once a week, a 1 hour show. Full count now. Don't want to lose that leadoff man, Kozma. Line drive, base hit, so he has his second hit. Leadoff man on here in the 7th for St. Louis. Vincent didn't want to give in, and Kozma able to belt that single to center field. And here's Schumacher. He has the bullpen now active. They are the right-hander, Thatcher the left-hander. And with the left-hander introduced, Bud Black going to the mound, and one presumes he's going to bring in the southpaw, Joe Thatcher. And so it is. So we have a break in the action. Leadoff man is on for the Cardinals in the 7th. Padres lead 6-3. Reminder that our next telecast tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for Padres Live here on Fox Sports San Diego, second game of the series. Adam Wainwright, he's 13-12, but he shut out the Padres in St. Louis earlier this year, complete game. And Edinson Volquez will look for his 10th win of the year. He's had a couple extra days to rest that blister on the thumb. And it feels like he's going to be much better this time out. Stephen Hill has been called up, and he then will hit for Skip Schumacher. There's the matchup tomorrow. A couple of men that have been well used this year, each with their 29th start tomorrow. So Hill bats for the pinch hitter Schumacher. And Thatcher comes in with a strike.
So Schumacher, he just has his name announced. He can put him in the box score, but back to the dugout as an appearance. So Stephen Hill and Joe Thatcher, as Dick mentioned. Righties, 309.
He went around.
Yeah. Batting 309 off of Joe Thatcher.
So Hill just called up at Memphis this year at 266 with some power, 17 home runs. This is his first at bat. And the 2-strike pitch coming up. Hill, 27 years of age, from Houston. Came up with the Cardinals for just 3 at bats 2 years ago. Went 1 for 3. It was a home run. Oh my, that was close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another major league prospect out of the state of Texas. Went to the Austin State University. Stephen F. Austin. Lines it to right. DeNorfia has to play it on a hop. Throw to first base. Not in time. Hill comes off the bench, his first at bat, and delivers a single, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate here in the top of the 7th inning. With no one out.
I thought maybe that DeNorfia had a shot at second base to get Cosma, because remember, it's a force play. He's got to hold up a little bit. Is that ball going to be caught? He comes to a complete stop. And then Hill, I could see why Chris tried to go to first, because he had that little belly angle. He didn't go directly down the first base line.
So the youngsters, Cosma and Hill, teammates at Memphis. Couple of hits, and now to John Jay, 0 for 3. That'll curl into the crowd. Jay has grounded out twice and struck out. In case you're just joining us, remember he has the best batting average of any leadoff hitter in the major leagues, 352.
Padres have done a good job tonight keeping John Jay off the bases. 2 grounders and a strikeout.
That sweeping breaking pitch moves outside, and it's 1-1. And teammate of Yonder of the Hurricanes 6 years ago. University that's produced a lot of big league players. University of Miami. Lake T. Cody, Alonso, Grandal, and the Padre organization.
Jason Haggerty too, right? The catcher.
And Eddie Rodriguez.
That's right. Wow. What a ball club.
Here's a big pitch, 2-1 coming up with no one out, 2 on for the Cardinals here in the 7th. Two and 2. Padres lead 6-3, but in jeopardy here in the 7th with no one out. Singles by Cosma and Hill, the pinch hitter. Strike 3, got him on the inside corner. 1 away, and Carlos Beltran.
Well, John Jay would not bite at the sweeping slider down and away, and that one ends up right down in the middle of the plate. Kind of locks him up a little bit. Cannot pull the trigger, and a big out.
Change made defensively by the Padres. Will Venable jogging out to right field, and DeNorfia is going to move to left. Guzman comes in as Bud Black's going to do a double switch here. Dale Thayer will be the pitcher. And with the pitcher spot due up third in the bottom half of this inning, you can insert Will Venable in that 9th spot in the batting order. So breaking the action, a reminder you can check out the Fox Sports San Diego girls. Natalie, Katie, Brittany, update your status and follow them online as they keep you posted what's happening in San Diego sports. It's easy. Like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Your all access pass is just a click away. I told you 2 games left here with the Cardinals Tuesday night, Wednesday afternoon. Then the Rockies in 14th, 15th, and 16th. And the 15th, of course, that's the big night for Jerry Coleman. Then the Padres, after a day off, go to Arizona for 3 and San Francisco for 3. And then wrap up their home schedule with 3 against the Dodgers and 3 against the Giants. We hope you've made your ticket plans and actually will finish the season on the road. Strangely, in Milwaukee are the final 3 games of the year.
Remember that last series against the Dodgers and Giants. That's going to be a good series to watch because, you know, implications of both teams, the Dodgers and the Giants, and the way the Padres are playing. Get your tickets.
Dale Thayer, newly shaved after that beautiful mustache that grew since spring training.
Yeah.
They have a new baby, and Mama says, "Hey, you're frightening the kids with that thing. Shave it off." 18,081 the attendance tonight, and considering the temptation to stay home and watch the Chargers on television, these are the real ball fans tonight. Beltran turns it around, batting left-handed for the first time. He struck out twice and tapped out against Eric Stoltz, batting right-handed. And takes a strike from Thayer at 93. Let's check Beltran. His power numbers: hitting right-handed 8 home runs, left-handed 21 home runs. But he's had about 3 more at-bats. 3 times more at-bats hitting from this side. Well, the figure's about the same. Power both left and right-handed, a total of 29. 1-1. Beltran representing the tying run at the plate. Ground ball sharply into left field for a base hit. Charged by DeNorfia. They'll hold the runner Cosma at third. The bases are loaded on 3 singles. Here come the Cardinals. They're flapping the wings here in the 7th. And Matt Holliday, 2 for 3, a single and a double's the hitter.
Well, Carlos Beltran has done that his whole career, just using the whole field, hitting that ball sharply through the left side.
Holliday steps up, leading this club in RBIs with 94, 26 home runs. Don't even want to mention the career slams. He comes out swinging. 95 on the fastball. Don't want to make a mistake here.
Well, good double play guy here in the double digits. He's grounded into 14 double plays this year. David Freese actually leads in that category with 17.
Tied him up. Off speed. 0-2. Infield looking for a ground ball. Goes up the ladder. 1-2. Bases loaded with birds. Big pitch. 1-2. Ground ball to short. Could be the 2. There's 1. Back to first base. A double play. 6-4-3, and the Cardinals are gone in the 7th. Made to order. Double play. Dale Thayer gets the job done. Oh, that's the beauty of the game. 2 outs on the double play.
Padres baseball, brought to you by Petco, where the healthy pets go. And by your San Diego County Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a luxurious Lexus automobile today. For more information, visit Lexus.com. Beautiful night in San Diego, isn't it always? Bottom of the 7th inning, the Padres still lead 6-3, and Cameron Maben leads off. Fernando Salas, new pitcher for St. Louis. His numbers, 4.01 ERA. Maben a single and a home run tonight. Ooh, it's a hanger. Here's the home run with a man on off starter Jaime Garcia. Well back in left center field. Was about 425, 430 feet. Made it 4-2 at the time. Line drive, base hit to right center field. Over to cut it off is Beltran. Maben's going to take a chance. Here comes the throw to second base. Not in time, gets away. That's an aggressive play by Maben. You don't normally try to go for 2 on that base hit. Beltran got to it, and he said, "You're going to have to make a perfect throw to get me," and he could not. 3 for 4 tonight for Cameron Maben.
Well, he goes that way, and then out of the box, he can see Beltran with the backhand. You know, Beltran did everything he could on that play. There was no hesitation on his part. Cameron Maben, was there hesitation on his part? No, he just took those long strides, and he was looking for 2 the whole way.
Mark Grant, suddenly the Padres, in their entire history, who have never had a player hit for the cycle, have 2 men alive tonight.
Yep.
Logan Forsythe has a single, double, and triple, a home run away from the cycle. And Cameron needs the tough one, the triple, to hit for the cycle. But he's got the legs to do it. Good bunt by Cabrera, and Salas throws him out. 1-4 on the sacrifice. And the Padres can pick up a bonus run here on and out as Will Venable.
Well, got it done. It got it done quickly. Great technique. Dens that baseball out on the end of the bat. Down the third base line. Nice job.
Venable bats for the first time. Came in the last inning and the double switch. Will hitting .261 with 9 home runs. Been very good with runners in scoring position all season long. Infield in. First pitch strike. Takes a look over at Glenn Hoffman at third just to see if maybe a little safety squeeze might be on. Ooh, good swing. The ball was right there.
And he had a good pitch to elevate to the outfield as well. Fastball up. He just couldn't get on top of it.
Chris DeNorfie on deck. Big run for the Padres. 6-3. DeNorfie's had a good night. Couple of hits. Good block by Molina. Well, Cardinal fans will remember that on this night, September 10th, 9 years ago, Tony La Russa won his 2000th game on his way to 2,728, retiring last year. Wouldn't bite on the high fastball. 2-2. Chop to second. Here comes the play to the plate, and he's in there. Maben fires that slide like a rocket coming in from third. And the Padres get that run on a ground out by Venable. It is now the Padres in front, 7-3.
You talk about Maben coming in hot. Look at how aggressively he slides into home plate. And nobody more excited than manager Bud Black, meaning it's not even close at the plate with the infield in. Wow.
Molina saying, did you just hear what went by?
Yeah.
Boy, Maben, he can put on the Jets that last 3 or 4 steps. Credit Venable with the RBI and the fielder's choice, so he's at first base with 1 out, and DeNorfia fouls the first pitch away. Padres continuing to play great baseball. How about Maben's night? An infield hit, a home run, and then he just outruns a play with the infield in, able to beat the throw to home by the second baseman, who was shortened up. DeNorfia, an RBI single and a double. He scored 2 runs tonight. Fouled back. Forsythe on deck again. Forsythe a home run away from the cycle. Single, double, triple tonight. 7 runs, 12 hits for the Padres. 3 runs, 8 hits, St. Louis. Chargers nearing the end of the 3rd period. Just seconds left. They blocked a punt by the Raiders, but only able to get a field goal as we look at Ron Fowler, part of the owner group, the new owner group. Has to like what he sees tonight. That'll slice foul deep down in the right field corner. At the end of 3 now up in Oakland. The Chargers have the ball in a 16-6 lead. A couple of short field goals by Nate Kading. And here, with a run in the 7th inning, the Padres have kicked the extra point and lead 7-3. Tough pitch to lay off. Did not go, says Jim Joyce. Third pitcher used by Mike Matheny, Fernando Salas. Big hole on that right side. Hit and run, or run and hit might be on. 2-2 the count. Venable does go. Chop to third. That's going to be a real tough play for Freese. And he throws it away. And here comes the runner around third, and Venable will score. DeNorfia to second. It's 8-3. That's got to be an infield hit as DeNorfia kangaroos one off home plate. And on the air by third baseman Freese, the Padres get another run. He didn't have a chance.
No, I think you're absolutely right, Dick. Infield hit, E5. And once again, some late action for this Padre offense. Last night, 5 in the 7th. Only 1 out here, and 2 have come across.
Scored as a single. Third hit for DeNorfia, E5. No RBI. And here's Forsythe. You see it. Single, double, triple tonight. They know. They know that they're one swing away from hitting for the cycle. And Cameron Maben, the way this inning's extended, may get another chance in the bottom of the 8th inning. See how generous Salas has been with a home run ball. He's given up 4 in 51 innings.
2-1. Logan Forsythe, first time up, triple up the alley in right center field. Second time up, a double over Jay's head to drive in a run. Struck out in the fourth and then singled sharply to right his last time up. 3 for 4 for Forsythe. Two and two, the changeup.
Good changeup. Yep. Hitters count 2-1. He pulls the string to even the count.
2 runs in for the Padres here in the 7th inning for an 8-3 lead. Chase Headley on deck. Venable on at second base with 1 out. Struck him out. So 2 away. And Headley, another chance for an RBI. Headley's come up almost every time with a chance to drive in a run. He was up with Forsythe at third, 1 out in the first, but walked. There's a man at second in the 2nd inning when he grounded out. Man at second in the 4th inning when he grounded out. And he flied to left with a man at second in the 6th inning. Unable to add to that 1-0-2 count. Mark Kotze on deck. The pitcher's spot is due next. The well publicized on Padres Live Kotze's corner. Two and 0 to Chase Headley, 4th in the league in walks with 70. Club leader in almost every offensive category, but the big number, 102 runs batted in to lead the National League. And Ryan Braun did not have an RBI tonight in the Brewers game. Way upstairs, 3-0.
You know, you look at the stats of Chase Headley through his career. In 2010, he struck out 139 times. That's where he stands tonight. But my argument is this. I'll take the strikeouts if you're going to put the ball out of the ballpark 30 times and drive over 100 plus.
But when you strike out a lot and you're not hitting home runs, that's not good. What do you have, 4 home runs last year?
Yeah, in that 4 home runs last year, and when he struck out 139 times, 11 home runs in 2010.
Earning the respect of opposing pitchers. Another walk to Headley. I'm sorry, he did walk earlier tonight, so he has 72. And there are his numbers the last 4 years. 12 homers, 11. Only 4 last year in an abbreviated season due to the injury. And then jumps out with a 27 home run, 102 RBIs, almost doubling his totals if you add up 2009, 2010, 2011 and average those out. Amazing season.
Yeah, in that year he hit 11 home runs, 139 strikeouts. He's at 139 now, but look at 27 big flies for the Padre third baseman.
So 2 on with 2 out. And Mark Kotze with a chance to swing the bat as he hits for Dale Thayer. Two and 0. 6 straight out of the zone by Salas.
Oh, they are so fired up for their guy.
Northey at second, Headley at first. 7 straight balls. Cincinnati beat Pittsburgh tonight. The Pirates fighting for a wild card spot. 4-3 the Reds win. Matt Lato started that game. Don't know if he got the win. Ball 4 inside. 8 straight pitches out of the strike zone by Fernando Salas, and the bases are now loaded. 8-3. The Padres lead, and Matheny's seen enough of Salas. Victor Marte has been throwing in the bullpen, and he'll be called in with Yasmani Grandal, the switch hitting catcher, up. This will be the 8th man to bat here in the inning, as the Padres have scored a couple on 2 hits, an error, 2 walks. And here's Marte. Well, we invite you to join the Padres coming up on Sunday. It'll be Military Day and U.S. Air Force Appreciation Day presented by USAA against the Rockies. 105 game. Pre-game ceremony as always before the action at Padres in Colorado. Following the game, you kids 14 and younger invited down on the field to run the bases. So get your tickets now at Padres.com or call 619-795-5555.
Well, Victor Marte, the big right-hander out of the bullpen for the Redbirds. A fastball, slider, and a split. Power arm from that right side, 92 to 96. "31 years old. He's given up the long ball 6 times in only 38 2/3 innings pitched. And once again, a high opponent's batting average against at .304.
While we have a moment, let's salute our Carl's Jr. star of the game, and it's Cameron Maven. Maven with a big night, infield hit, long home run, a 2-run shot, his 7th of the season, and there's the infield hit, his first hit, and throw in a leg double here, an aggressive double. Maven 3 for 4 tonight. Our Carl's Jr. star of the game, and he's a triple away from the cycle. 12 times Padres history, 2 players in the same game were a hit short of the cycle. Last time 2010, Venable and Blanks were alive for hitting in the cycle for the first time in that Padre uniform. Forsythe's had his chance but struck out in this inning. Rundall 3 straight walks, and he's seeing nothing but pitches out of the strike zone. Padre at every pillow here with 2 runs home and an 8-3 lead in the 7th. Looking perhaps at his chance for a first Grand Slam in the big leagues. That would be Yaz money.
Yes, it would.
One and 2, changeup. Struck him out. Padres settled for 2 in the 7th inning on 2 runs, and Cameron Maven positions himself at second with a leg double and then fires home from third on the ground out by Venable. Fielder's choice. another 12 tonight. 8-3 lead. Cardinals have left 6. Quiet downtown. 18,081 will invade the premises after the game. Enjoy a night on a Monday night here in our lovely city. Corey Burns makes his 12th appearance. Like to bring down that ERA and the opponent's batting average against. He'll face Alan Craig, Yadier Molina, and David Freese in the middle of the St. Louis order here in the 8th inning. 8-3. Craig with a single to right field drove in a run in the 6th inning. He's 1 for 3. Side wheels an 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Chaparral High School out in Temecula. Alan Craig, a local. Burns, the 5th pitcher used by Bud Black. Eric Stoltz went 5 1/3 the start, pitcher of record. Vincent 2/3, Thatcher 1/3. Thayer got the big bases loaded double play in the 7th inning. Cardinals with 3 singles in the 7th and couldn't score thanks to the double play. Padres trying to make it 19-6 in the last 25 games here at Petco. Did not go, says Joyce at first, and the count's 2-2.
A lot of changeups from Corey Burns. Changeup, changeup, changeup. Does he go? Oh, I can tell you right now. I think he went. No, you don't think so, Dick?
That barrel of the bat did not clear the front edge.
Really?
Got to clear that front edge. Struck him out. Good sinker. Bottom fell out of that pitch. Brings up Yadier Molina. Walk and a strikeout and a pop-up.
Good action way out in front of it. I love it the way he goes. Little El Tiante right there. Shows you Burns 61. Try hitting that.
You'd have been good with that delivery, you know?
Yeah, I would have done so many things differently.
Out in front of the plate. That's a fair ball. Grandal hops on it and throws out Molina. Nice to get an easy out like that on one pitch. So 2 gone here in the 8th inning for the Cardinals, and that'll bring up David Freese. And a reminder that Mike Pomerantz and Mark Sweeney, the stars of our post-game show, and they're coming up with Padres Live. We'll have a complete wrap-up of the game. Bud Black, of course, with his post-game press conference. We'll have some live interviews, highlights of the game. Bring you up to date on baseball on this Monday night. Padres Live brought to you by Cox Communications after the game on Fox Sports San Diego. Hubba hubba. Strike 1.
Those guys are kicking back out there on the set.
They're the best.
They are.
Freese 1 for 2 tonight. Oh, nicked him. That's the 2nd time he's been hit tonight. He says, I'm getting a little tired of this. Got hit in the 23 in the front part of his jersey last inning. Last time up in the 6th by Nick Vincent.
You know, and even though that's a changeup, that gets Freese right on the bone, right on the elbow. That's not on the meaty part. You know, I don't care if that's a 75-mile-an-hour changeup. That hurts.
And with an 8-3 lead, there's no intent there.
Right.
He just got away from Burns, especially a breaking pitch. But that doesn't make it feel any less for Freese. As Daniel Descalso steps in, he's 0 for 3 tonight. A couple of ground outs and a fly ball to center. And as we've mentioned, Corey Burns with that unusual pitching motion with no one on base, he can turn his back to the hitter, but now with the runner on base, he has to adjust his motion and become more orthodox. Straight away. Couple of off speed, 1-1.
Hello.
Smile for the birdie. Look at those cheeks, huh? Are those kissable cheeks or what? Pulled deep and foul down the right field side, well back. Tommy Lane, da-da, da, da, da-da, da, warming up.
It's got a good ring to it, and he's been singing out there on that mound very nicely for the Padres.
He sure has. 1-2. Good block by Grandal. 2 outs here in the Cardinal 8th. And the 2-2 pitch. Smothered foul.
It's got to be so hard to stay back on that changeup. I mean, 80% of the time it looks like he throws a changeup. Let's take a look at the left-hander Corey Luebke.
Yeah, good to see Corey. He's got the ball in his hands. He just itching. It's going to take a long time. Tommy John surgery mid-year next summer, June, July. Maybe we'll see him back on the hill. Let's hope so.
And he's got great range of motion. He can straighten out his left arm. He showed me that zipper he's got on the inside.
Fly ball, shallow right center. Maben. And that's it for the Cardinals in the 8th inning. It'll be Alonso, Maben, and Cabrera coming up. Alonso leads it off. 3 strikeouts and an RBI single for Yonder tonight against Marte. He's had a lot of swings and misses tonight, Alonso. Normally, despite the strikeouts, he fouls a lot of pitches off, but he's been swinging through pitches. He's 4 for the last 32. 1-1. Stay with us. Cameron Maben coming up next. A chance to hit for the cycle. He needs the tough one, the triple. Another swing and a miss.
Kind of pulling off that 2-seam fastball away from Marte as we take a look at Maben on deck.
Single, home run, and a double tonight. He's a triples hitter, and this is a triples ballpark. If he can find that alley in right center, become the first Padre to hit for the cycle. Whoop. That may have been a hint of a payback. Two and two to Alonso. Into left center field, and it falls for a base hit.
Jay scampers after it, gets the ball in, and Alonso has his second hit. Unusual night for Yonder. 2 singles, 3 strikeouts.
Boy, did he need that. He kept his front shoulder in just a little bit more. Great effort by John Jay. Looks like he broke to his right a little bit before coming in. That may have been the difference between a single and an out.
All right, here's Maben. Again, since 1969, you think of all the opportunities. Not one single Padre has been able to hit for the cycle. Single, double, triple, home run in one game. Well, Maben, with a triple here, would be the first. Ball 1. And you can point out in the outfield where to hit it.
Sure. Absolutely. Big gaps here at Petco Park.
Right center field is the triples alley. And he has the count in his favor, 2-0.
Dick, you're talking about that alley out that way, right? Out towards that little scoreboard they got right there.
Mm-hmm. It's a good place to aim. And with Maben's speed, he could do it. Didn't give in. 2-0 pitch off speed. Three for 4 tonight, raising his average up to 245. That's as high as it's been since way back in the spring. Three and 1. How about a little fastball, Marte, over the outside corner?
Yeah. Fastball count, 3-1.
Yeah, why don't you, and hope that Maben can lean on it and drive it up that gap in right center field.
Well, these are the counts where the outfielders kind of anticipate something like that, Dick, because it is a hitter's count.
Oh, hard to hit that one to right center. It's ball 4. Another base runner for the Padres. The Padres tonight, they've received 5, 7, 8 walks to go with 14 hits. 22 base runners. Sam Freeman warming up in the bullpen. And Mike Matheny makes a slow walk out to the mound. And Freeman, the youngster, comes in. Big ERA, 4.80, but with limited innings pitched, you only need one bad inning and it's inflated. So while he warms up, a couple of young pitchers for the Padres, top draft picks in June, visiting the ballpark. Got a chance to meet them earlier, and they chatted with us about their top moments their first year in professional baseball.
From the moment I first heard my name called on TV to this moment right here, it's been a dream of mine. It's starting to come true, and it's just something that I can't wait for.
I mean, you know, I was a kid who never thought baseball could be a career, and now all of a sudden it's a career, and I'm sitting here in the middle of Petco Park, and it's just crazy. Unbelievable.
Nice young guys. And then they in tandem, Weichel the third, Walker Weichel.
Oh, what an extended day for those guys. I saw them coming through the clubhouse. Those eyes just opened wide. Seeing the big league clubhouse here at Petco Park and envisioning their name above one of those lockers someday.
Everett Cabrera, a single, a double, and a sacrifice. 2 for 3 tonight. And he hits that one toward the hole. And the throw to second base, not in time. The play for Kozma was to third base. He had it in front of him, but elected to twirl and throw. Just natural instinct. And with Maben running, they were unable to get the force out.
I was really surprised. Right there with you, Dick. I mean, he's going towards the left field line. He could have very easily thrown a strike to third base for the force out.
Cabrera will say thank you very much. That's an infield hit. Cabrera joins Denorfia and Forsythe and Maben, all with 3 hits tonight. They'll go home happy. 8 runs, 15 hits now. Bases loaded, no one out. Ground ball up the middle and into center field. Off the bat of Venable. 2 more score, and the Padres lead it 10-3. Alonso and Maben come in. So Venable, 2 at-bats, 3 RBIs coming off the bench.
Like so many times earlier this year, April and May, you saw the wheels come off for the Padres late in the game, even early in the game sometimes. But, man, you talk about a turnaround. And now the wheels coming off for the Cardinals here, making it 10-3. And the Padres are going nuts with the 2s, Dick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 innings. They've scored 2 runs tonight. And according to my math, 5 times 2 is 10.
Let me think. How about 2 times 5? Sorry.
10.
Eat.
Oh, I got it under the buzzer.
So here, in the dirt, Denorfia, one of 4 Padres with 3 hits tonight. Look at those 2s. Deuces are wild tonight. Still no one out. Single by Alonso. The walk to Maben. Infield hit Cabrera. 2-run single Venable. First and third. Denorfia with a chance to pick up another RBI. Forsythe. Well, we're working our way around Forsythe. Yep. Remember, he's a home run away from the cycle. Maybe that's the number tonight. With a left-hander on the mound. Three and 1. Three balls and a strike. Line drive, base hit, another run will score. Cabrera comes in. It's 11-3. Denorfia with his second RBI. Denorfia with a 4-hit night. And the hit parade continues. 11 runs. That matches the high for the Padres this year. 2 other times they scored 11.
Well, second time tonight, Denorfia's going up right up the gut sharply for a base hit.
First and second. No one out. Forsythe has a triple, has a double, and a single in that order. A home run, and he's the first Padre ever to go for the cycle. And it's an ideal situation. He's got a left-handed pitcher on the mound, and he does well against lefties. 371 this year. 4 singles and a walk. Still no one out here in the 8th. Kind of like to package some of these runs and save them for later in the series. They'll need them tomorrow night. Adam Wainwright, 13 and 12, and then Wednesday afternoon, Kyle Loesch, who is 14 and 2 on the season. So 2 tough right-handers will face the Padres in the final 2 games of the series. 1 and 2.
Good fastball at 94.
But when you make good contact with those fastballs, what do?
They go a long way.
Good.
Well, Forsythe, 4 home runs on the year. 3 of them have been off lefties.
Two and 2. Padres have 20 runners in scoring position tonight. They're 8 for 20. They're hitting 400. So they're producing. 2 on. Still no one out here in the 8th. Oh, he got his pitch. Miles Michaelis looks as if he's ready to come in the top of the 9th inning. Got another good pitch right in the heart of the plate. 2-2. Houston Street in a simulated game before the regular contest today. Arms fine. Struck him out. Well, he was up there trying, hacking away. So he's had a couple of chances, but he strikes out again. Well, he's had an unusual night. A single, double, triple, and he struck out 3 times.
Down and in with the slider. Fastball at 94, slider down and in gets Logan Forsythe.
1 out to Chase Headley.
By the way, Houston Street got some information. Andy Mazur and I were talking and talked about that simulated game. He's going to throw another simulated game Wednesday. During that simulated game, he'll work on some pitchers fielding practice to test that calf of his. So we wish Houston nothing but the best.
Headley's been up now the 6th time, and every time up there's been a runner in scoring position. They walked Headley twice. 2 on, 1 out. And he falls behind, 2 strikes on the count. Venable at second, Denorfia at first. 2 runs in, 1 out. Ground ball right side. There's one there, and back to first base. A double play. 4-6-3 on the double play. Padres get 2 more on 4 hits, and they lead 11-3. 3 more. Well, a taste of the action tonight as the Padres rack up 11 runs on 17 hits and lead the Cardinals 11-3 as we move to the top of the 9th inning. A game of which Tony Gwynn would be mighty proud. His Padres racking up some big totals. Corey Burns stays in to work the 9th inning. That's Pete Kozma, the rookie. Knocked in 2 of the 3 runs with a triple back in the 2nd inning off starter Eric Stoltz. Has a single as well, so 2 for 3. And falls down on the count, 2 strikes. And he's 3 for 4. Kozma, who was 2 for 7 coming into the game, has been the hitting star for the Cardinals. That's going to bring up a pinch hitter. Looks like Adron Chambers is going to bat in the pitcher's spot. First hit given up by Corey Burns. Just 28 games for Chambers this year, hitting a respectable .262. Good speed. Little power. No home runs, 4 runs batted in, and just 42 at bats. A couple of triples, the only extra base hits for him. Nub foul.
Dick, these are the kind of stories I know you and I like to talk about. Adron Chambers. He was the 1,153rd overall pick. 38th round in June of the 2007 free agent draft.
So you were just an athlete. They found an athlete. And here he is in the big league uniform.
You know, probably in the draft room, they get to the 38th round and they said, hey, you know, the scout says, I saw that kid, and then, you know, I kind of liked him a little bit. Let's take a chance on him.
Yeah, he can run. He's a left-handed hitter. Kozma moving up on defensive indifference to second base. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Burns. Padres 2 outs away from a win as John Jay steps up. He has struck out twice, grounded out twice tonight. Jay, who started as the leading hitter for the Cardinals at .323.
A rare fastball at 88 from Corey Burns.
Thinking back on the game, Mark Grant, perhaps the biggest single at bat when you think of the Cardinals in this game. It's 11-3 now, but they had cut the lead to 6-3 and had 3 singles in that 6th inning and got Matt Halliday to bat into a double play to get out of the inning. So 3 singles, they didn't get anything that inning. I mean, Halliday was 1 swing away with his power, giving the Cardinals the lead.
You're absolutely right. Big pitch coming through. Dale Thayer rolling the ground ball for the double play.
Fouled into the glove of Grandal. That is strike 3. So Jay strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. 3 strikeouts for Burns.
Oh, the bottom just drops right out of that changeup from Burns. Burns going back to the dugout, doesn't it?
Brian Anderson will bat for Carlos Beltran as Mike Matheny just wants to give the young left-handed hitter a chance to get a big league at bat here. Two outs in the top of the 9th. The Padres are not away from the win. Boy, Burns throwing a lot of tough pitches. No contact from these Cardinals. Anderson, a 25-year-old from Thousand Oaks, California. And the Birds are down to their final swing. Another good changeup. Burns a pitch away from striking out the side to seal this win. Anderson making just his 6th plate appearance since being called up. He's 2 for 5.
This guy looks like a left-handed hitting Khalil Green, doesn't he?
Oh, that's a good call.
With the golden locks coming out from under the helmet.
Full count. And a ground ball to Forsythe. Over to Alonso, and the Padres win 11-3. San Diego at Petco, now 19-6 in their last 25 games. This home cooking, serving well for the San Diego Padres, Mike.
Take a bite, guys. Enjoy. This has been a wonderful ball game to watch. 17 hits, 11 runs. We're going to talk all about this offensive barrage. Chris Denorfia staying hot. You'll hear from Buddy Black. We have a great instructional on how to pitch inside. See you in moments.